morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That means we're live. But Brandy and I are going to try to connect here real quick.
Okay.
Give us a minute.
Always takes my phone forever. That blessing and curse of technology and all that.
Oh, yeah.
AT&T is a little slow this morning, I think.
Always takes my phone forever.
Just double checking, doing the little checks here. Well, good morning and welcome back to another WCN Live here in the Wilson County News in our break room. Today we are going to have a conversation about Branded Maverick. Maybe you've heard of them, but you'll learn all about what they're doing here in Floresville and bringing creative visions to life. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Kristen Weaver. I am Director of Operations here.
I'm Brandy Hawkins, Customer Service Representative.
And real quick,
I'm Jeannie Rakowski.
I'm John Goodwin.
nice to have you. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
look forward to a lively conversation. First, let me please thank our sponsor, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep here in Floresville. That's
That's right.
Price CDRJ. You can find them online at www.pricecdrj.com. And they are located here in Floresville off 181. They have a great big brand new facility where you can shop a lot of cars, check them out. They also have a big, huge service department, and they are looking they have help wanted. You can shop careers too. So just trying to make it a little different there. But yeah, do show them some love, and you can visit them looking in the description of this video. You can find that they're linked here. But thank you, Price, for many videos that you've sponsored. We appreciate you. You can also find their wonderful ad in this week's paper where they are announcing a canned food drive competition. So check that out. They have a little competition going on there. You can donate canned foods right now at Price. So do check that out and give them some support that way, where they're giving back to the community as well. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a winner. So we have a comment contest here during this live video. If you comment while we're live, then your name will go into a drawing that we will draw for in the next week's video. So right now we have some names here that we will like you guys to draw us a winner, a lucky winner.
Go for it.
Who's our winner?
Winner is Sharon Pullman.
Oh, congratulations, Sharon. It's
Thank
been
you.
a while, but
She's
she's
from
another
Nevada.
loyal watcher of WCN Live, so thank you, thank you. Remember to share this video and far and wide, and be sure to comment today so you'll have a chance to win in next week's video.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's get things started,
get
and I'll
things
have you
started.
introduce yourselves again to us, tell us who you are, where you're from, and what your role is with Branded Maverick Company.
Okay, my name is Jeannie. I grew up in Lavernia, and I own Maverick Grill and Branded Maverick, which is behind the grill. And this is my son.
Hi, I'm John Goodwin. Born and raised in Lavernia, went to Lavernia High School. Everything with Maverick and Branded Maverick, same thing she just said.
Part of both companies.
Yes,
Right,
ma'am.
yes.
Yeah, so I keep mentioning Branded Maverick Company because we want to tell you about this new business.
Yes.
But we can't really do that, I don't think, until we talk a little bit about. So tell us some of your history, Jeannie, with Maverick Grill and Saloon. That many, of course, are very familiar with the grill.
Yes,
You've
ma'am.
been there forever on 181 here in Floresville and served us our meals for all these years. Tell us about this.
Okay, so Maverick Grill, I have been there a little over 6 years. I was in food service for nearly 20 years prior, and so the gentleman both different people that owned Maverick before I purchased it, I was their sales rep. I delivered groceries and products for their businesses, and so that's how I became very familiar with them. When the second owner was fixing to retire, he asked if I'd be interested in buying the grill, and that's how I got there. So it'll be 7 years in June.
7 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Yes.
It's really interesting. Just to share a little bit, talking about Maverick, everyone knows, you drive down 181, you see the red building, you know where Mavericks is.
Yes.
And before that, it was a meat market, not under your,
Correct.
ownership, but just very interesting how businesses change and develop toward the needs of the community, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I guess that probably takes us to why we're here today, and perhaps what made you take this journey to launch your new business, Branded Maverick Company?
Well, it was funny how it happened, but the main thing, the reason why we opened it was there's a lot of small businesses around here, and a lot of them want apparel for their company, get their brand out there. However, they don't want to pay minimums, or they don't want to spend the money to get lots of different things. So we decided, we're a small business as well. We know we want to help those little guys, once they become big, maybe we can help them reach their goal.
Yeah.
So we decided to open this embroidery and screen printing company, mainly to get the small businesses a fresh start, where they could get their apparel affordably and simply.
Okay. That sounds like a great plan, and
So it's
really
been-
good idea, yeah.
It's been going well. So besides businesses, we do embroidery for
Everyone.
moms or the school. We've done things like they just went
Did
to
the band.
state, the band. So there's a lot of people that need or don't know they need until they get to there, get to the point where they have something new coming on.
And then we
so
were
it's
just,
going really nice.
We were just the official merchandisers for the Peanut Festival this year too. That was huge.
Yeah, that
It
was
was a
exciting.
big crowd, and amazing shirts, and the community definitely came out and supported that.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I love the concept of, so you're there for small or large.
Yes,
Correct.
ma'am.
No one should, be deterred from reaching out to you. If they
Right.
have
Oh, yeah.
something that they just need, can you just make me this,
Easy.
So,
Yes.
yeah, they should give you a call. That sounds great. What would be like a turnaround? Do you have a?
Typically, I tell all my customers 1 to 3 weeks. There's a lot of different businesses out there that do the same thing we do. And the one thing that makes us different is our turnaround time is not 1 to 3 months.
Mhm.
It's 1 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we can get stuff done that other people can't, and that's what it's growing us as well. We can knock them out pretty quick.
Yeah, that sounds like a great service. It sounds like the way we like to do things, so we really match. Well, let's see. Where you produce screen printing. So what should, gosh, you've shared a whole lot already.
Talk for days.
It's
Yeah.
behind Maverick Grill.
Yeah.
It's located
Yeah.
behind Maverick Grill. So
Okay.
there's when we initially spoke about the original business on the property, there is a lot of property that shoots towards the back. There was a lot of warehouse room. So it's behind the grill,
Okay.
just through the parking lot on the left. There's
Fully
is
remodeled.
where we're totally remodeled. Yes,
Yeah.
there is a storefront there, and then
Okay.
our workspace is behind there.
Right. So
So-
if you accidentally land in the restaurant, then
Oh.
Then that's all the
Go
better.
directly to that. It's your one-stop shop. You can eat food and come get your apparel
Yes.
right after.
Yeah, that does sound like a good deal. Okay.
So Elaine is asking who actually does the embroidery and how did you learn it?
So yeah, our designer, her name's Tasha. Tasha, I always pronounce her name wrong. It's a little inside joke, but she's actually our designer. We all went to the Fort Worth Impressions Expo, and we did lots of training on the equipment. We got our first embroidery machine. It was used, but business kicked up so much that we actually bought a second machine, and I usually do all the hats. And she usually does all the flats, the polos, the blankets, whatever it is, she also does it. But she's the main designer. She's the one that kind of keeps business rolling.
And she designed a lot of the designs for the Peanut Festival. She does designs like when the school came or if new businesses come in. She's
She helps the
She
creative
does
side
that.
come alive.
She is.
absolutely.
Mhm. Very cool.
Her name is Tasha.
Nice.
And is she from here?
Yes.
Or-
Yes, she is. She's from Floresville. She used to work at Floresville ISD for a while, and her kids all go here and everything. So it's a really tight-knit community.
She lives here in town.
Yeah, awesome.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
What are your hours?
Right
Go
now
for it.
we're Monday through Friday, 11 to 6. I mean that's
10 to
co-
6. 10 to 6.
correct. That's
10
sorry,
to
I'm wrong.
6, Monday through Friday.
It's at 10 o'clock. 10 to 6, Monday through Friday
There.
is Branded Maverick.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And we can find you, I made some notes here, so I
Yeah.
was doing some
Mhm.
research on you, but your website, you want to tell people about where they can find you online, on Facebook?
Yeah,
different
so
things?
we our Facebook has, thanks to the community, our Facebook has grown at a super fast rate, and we appreciate all that. And so we have an Instagram, Branded Maverick Co., and then same thing with Facebook, Branded Maverick Co.
Okay.
You can find us there. We post updates every day about what we're doing. Every day's a new project. And then also on there, you can find how to schedule us. One thing that sets us apart from a lot of the other embroidery businesses is we offer free in-home consultations. So if you're at your business, can't leave, I'll more than happy to bring all the samples with me,
Great.
build a quote out, and get it started. So
That's unique.
yeah,
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay.
come background of sales, so kind of wanted to throw that in there that no one else has.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
a
it
great
takes, someone to come to you instead of going to them. It
Mhm.
it'll
Oh, yeah.
makes your day a little easier.
That's a good idea. What was I gonna ask? Just had a thought. What is, I don't know, have you done this long enough? You said about 2 months now.
We've been
Like,
open.
really
Mhm.
open to here we are.
Yeah.
What would be the most interesting item? Do you have something that really pops out?
No, I think the one thing that does pop out is seeing different companies' logos come alive on apparel.
Yeah.
Right.
Whenever I look at my mindset has changed now. Whenever I see someone's logo on Facebook or just driving, I go, man, that would look good on a hat, or man, that would look good on a polo.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll reach out to that business like, hey, like, can I make your stuff? Like, I think it's a cool logo, and I think it'll look good on apparel. And most of the time they're like, yeah, I agree with you. And so that's the most interesting thing that happens there, is just seeing everything come to life, because usually you just order it and it gets to you and you're like, oh, but seeing the process of it being made, it's a pain in the butt sometimes, but when it comes out, you're like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And everything you do is embroidery, or you also do. Tell us more about that. Maybe I don't have a clear.
So we do embroidery. We do embroidery on lots of different apparel. We also do screen printing, direct to film. We also we're official dealers with Game Guard, the fishing shirts, Columbia, Under Armour, 511. I'm currently a firefighter too, so we getting the different fire departments to get their apparel from us. We get them at a really good discount, so we just want to help the community out with that too.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are popular items.
Yeah, you need to reach out to all the departments.
Oh yeah,
And Leo's as
Yep.
well. Because uniforms are hard. My husband's a sheriff's deputy. So
oh yeah,
uniforms are hard.
yeah.
to
We
keep
just did
up.
some. What was it? Oh, his thing is Alamo Area Fire Photography. He's a firefighter with District 10. And then once we made his stuff, I delivered it yesterday, and now I have maybe 8 departments reaching out because it was so good, and I'm super happy because that's my number one thing. I want to help back the community.
So what sparked the embroidery? Did just
You know, it's one of those things to sit.
fascinating how the process is, or
No, so it was at first we thought it was. When she told me, she's like, "Hey, let's open an embroidery shop," and I was like, "What have you been drinking?" And she's an entrepreneur, and starting a new thing. But I started thinking about it next couple days, and I was like, you know what? In this community, there is 1-2 embroidery shops, but as far as Floresville 181, I talked to a lot of individuals around here. And they said, oh, we have to go to San Antonio for everything. And I'm like, no one wants to drive from San Antonio to from Floresville. I mean, the traffic sucks. So why don't we be a middle ground and, of course, learn it as much as we can to get it perfect as we can. Embroidery is not ever going to be perfect, but we strive to get everything as perfect as possible. So then we kind of just said, all right, well, let's start doing trainings. I went to expos in different states and different cities and started learning, and here we are now.
awesome.
Any other questions you can think of?
So I know we got the hours for the restaurant.
Yeah.
Are
Okay, so since the pandemic, we've actually held on, and we have a pretty consistent, very loyal group of employees. Our hours are Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 4, and Thursday through Sunday, 11 to 6.
At 8.
Oh my gosh, in heaven. Yeah, I
If
can't
I wasn't
even
here
talk
right now,
anymore.
all
right, let's
these
start
people would be
over.
like, oh, damn, I gotta
Monday
get in.
through Wednesday, 11 to 4.
Yes.
Thursday through Sunday, 11 to 8.
And I know that sounds confusing right now, and I deal with all the customer service for Mavericks, and that's the number one question we get is the hours.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It was on our list. I didn't come up with
That's
it
perfect.
myself.
So 11 to 8 and 11 to 4.
Yeah.
Basically.
But and then we also still have our $9.99 lunch special Monday through
yeah.
Friday,
It's a hit.
and there's plenty of choices. And we have not changed our price. It includes your iced tea and a hot homemade meal. We have some people that come 3 to 5 times a week,
Yeah.
and we're going to maintain that. So
Yeah.
we have that, just so y'all know. Remember, we haven't changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived on that side of the county forever, like we shared earlier,
Yeah.
and so we were there quite often because sometimes you just don't want to cook,
Yes.
and you would love for somebody else to cook for you.
Oh yeah.
So, but when we moved to the other side of the county, and so we went. It's probably been a couple of months ago, but I was like, man, I miss this place just because it's kind of chill, but it's also kind of exciting, and lots of memorabilia and stuff on the walls. Like that's a lot of the restaurants that I like to go to.
Me too.
I like to go and tell all my kids, look at that, look at this, look at.
Great restaurants.
Like-
and-
Yeah, she decorates it all the time. There's new stuff there, and then there's a couple little knickknacks that are from actually our family. There's a painting that her dad drew, and then
Grandpa.
your dad, my grandpa, same thing. But also my cousin drew. It's a big rooster. That we have a lot of unique stuff in that restaurant. Let Jackalope too, but that rooster she hand drew pencil, and it's like
And she was 11.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
11
unique,
years old. It's
a lot of
amazing.
unique stuff in there.
So cool.
And the other thing is, he mentioned the jackalope. How many people believe a jackalope is real and take a picture with it?
It might be.
All
wrong.
ages.
Yeah, I like the beer drinking armadillo.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, Sherry Manti mentions, okay, I think you'll have another customer. She's going to have to contact you for the reading program t-shirts.
Heck yeah. We the one thing with the t-shirts and stuff like that is, we're the way we do our pricing and stuff too is really nice, because the way I look at it as a business coming from Mavericks to Branded Mavericks, hats, your merchandise from your restaurants, your businesses, you can sell to other people. And so we price it to where, of course we're a small business, need to make money too, but we don't take profit over quality. So we try to give them the lowest price we can so they can sell their merchandise so they can make a profit. So that's the main thing behind it too. So happy to make any shirts.
Yeah, you really have some great concepts and very community serving in your businesses. It's been really nice to hear
Oh,
that, especially hearing you talk about your employees and reliability.
Yes.
Yeah, that is definitely a secret in growing and doing and
Oh,
keeping
yeah.
our small businesses going.
Yes,
keeping
ma'am.
the community is the number one. Last year Maverick had our first Maverick Gold Saloon had their first scholarship. So we gave $3,000 scholarship away to 2 lucky individuals, one that worked for us, and then we have one in-house. So if you have a chance to win in-house, and then one for the county, which was really nice. And then Maverick also, I think, close to maybe $15,000 last year in sponsorships and donating to the community. So we hope to do that every year.
It's great.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Needs to be shared more.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a lot of, you don't realize there's a lot, I mean, everywhere behind the scenes that goes into everything, and until you visit,
Absolutely.
share, you don't know.
This just to me, this is like we're talking about our communities, and this is what our small businesses do in our communities.
Hmm.
There's just so much to be said for that, and the ways that we're here. We're we're trying to provide a service that we really believe in, but we care about the community and knowing that it's helping.
Oh yeah.
others.
We all have to piggyback off each other. It doesn't matter if your business is the same. There's other embroidery business out there. We're here to
kind.
help them.
Yeah.
And then same with the restaurants. People in San Antonio like, oh, we have our competitor here. No one's competing. We're all trying to make a living, trying to help the community out, and that's how we look at it. If a restaurant ever needed help, they could come to us, and same thing with embroidery.
And we have.
vice versa.
And
Yeah,
vice versa.
we've helped give groceries and stuff that is the restaurants across the street and around us. If they ran out of stuff, we're pretty familiar with their owner, so help out with that.
When you had mentioned the things y'all did during COVID,
Oh, yeah.
being able to be there to help with food.
That was
Um,
huge. That was crazy.
That was all. God bless them all.
We're-
That was,
yeah,
ano-
it's
that was
pretty
another
rough.
thing around the
Times.
fire. Well, let's put a grocery store. Like,
Yeah.
What else
We
can
turned
we
into a grocery store during the pandemic.
WCN Live is a product of COVID.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yes.
Taking a look how good it is.
Mhm.
Thank you.
We really appreciate this conversation. Is there anything else we want to share? Maybe circle back, kind of, I feel like sort of getting to the end of our conversation here
you're good.
in the last few minutes.
Do you partner with any other businesses in the community?
Yeah. So we've actually that's my thing. I like to do. Homegrown Hannah. She's a local here in Floresville. Her
Platform.
platform helps her merchandise and other stuff. The profits received from that go into a grant to help other small businesses. So that's one of the things we partner with. So we've helped that.
In Floresville.
Yeah.
In the city limits.
Okay.
Like, we would not qualify, so it's within the city limits. And so we're creating merchandise, that, like he said, that is selling.
Mhm.
And so, for this community.
Yeah. And then the other one we have, her name is Ruby. She's from that Southern Draw. Amazing lady. She's created some unique and fantastic artwork that she has done hand drawn. We've partnered with her. We're starting to make her T-shirts, which she's never done before. My thing when I saw her stuff, I asked her, I was like, man, this would look great on a T-shirt. Not just because we own an embroidery and screen printing company, but I was like, I really think your artwork needs to get out there more. And so she had the same idea, and so we're currently working on getting samples of her shirt, and then hopefully here in the next couple weeks, her merchandise will line up. But we're open to partnering with anyone out there that's helping give with the community, and like them, we of course we need to make profits off it, but when it comes to that stuff, we want to help the community out. That's our main goal with this whole thing.
And I know screen printing, is it only on T-shirts, or can you do it
You
on
can do
other
on
materials?
anything. The screen printing, the way it works is it's different. DTF versus screen printing, it's a whole different process. Like I said, we don't have minimums. However, sometimes it's cheaper to go to one than the other, depending on how many you have, your logo. There's a lot that goes into it, especially the pricing. So whenever I sit down with the customers and we talk out what they want, that kind of goes into it as well. But yeah, you can get it on koozies, you can get it on hoodies, shirts, you can get it on pretty much everything. And the way the screen printing goes is by color and how many you order. So
Right. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Again, all this good to know knowledge.
all affordable too. That's the number one thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
Yeah, so today we had a great conversation about Branded Maverick, kind of the newest business in the line of Maverick.
Yes.
Companies here.
And the last.
No more.
Because everyone knows, most everyone should know where Maverick Grill and Saloon is.
It's a
on
historical
181.
landmark.
Yeah, that's right. So be sure to, get by there if you haven't been there in a while and have some lunch. Take advantage of their lunch special,
Yes.
have dinner. Y'all have a great thing going there. And then if you have any kind of needs for apparel, you're in business, or you have, your team sport, mom needs something, then they can certainly help you out with your embroidery and screening apparel needs. So
Yeah.
Yes.
very cool. Really great to learn about all of this today. I couldn't wait. I was like, what are you talking about? Branded Maverick Company. How does this all work? I asked Pam. Pam
Oh, I
Smith,
love Pam.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Pam.
I was like, so how do you find them? We just walk into the restaurant. Hey, this is really
A lot of people, when they see the sign, they're like,
Yeah.
you have an embroidery business inside the restaurant? I'm like, whoa. No. Health code violations. All right, let's ride around back. But yeah.
Yeah. But, look them up. You can find them on social media. You said Facebook and Instagram for Branded Maverick Company. Also for Maverick Grill and Saloon.
Yes. There's a Maverick Grill and Saloon's about to get a whole new redesign on their website, Facebook, and then we're having a new POS system to help, starting a reward system.
Oh, good.
So
Yes.
you'll start earning points to get free food. So
Great.
new stuff for the community. Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
A lot of growth.
Well, thank you all for joining
Thank you.
us. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here
Yeah,
today.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
for watching,
Thank
and
you.
hopefully you've gotten your name in the comments here so that you'll be entered to win next week. Also, thank you to our sponsor, Price Chrysler Dodge Ram and Jeep here in Floresville. They're located on 181. They're a huge dealership. You can shop for cars, service department, and careers at Price, also known as Price CDRJ, and you can find them online at www.pricecdrj.com, and they are linked in the description of this video. You can also find this video later. We will upload this to YouTube, so if you want to rewatch and share, but be sure to share and check them out. And also, we will see you next week because we'll be here again with our next guest.
Perfect.
So,
Thank you,
sure.
ladies.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Same time.